If you're a busy entrepreneur or business owner and you find that you're struggling to burn the belly fat and lose the excess weight because you simply don't have time for weighing and measuring foods and preparing the perfect meal every single day, stick with me for the next few minutes and I'm going to show you the simple system I use with my clients that allows them to easily reduce their calories, but without having to weigh everything out and measure everything before every meal. Now, if you're unsure of who I am, my name is Tyrone Bray and I'm the founder of Stronger Than Life Coaching, where I help busy entrepreneur dads to burn off anywhere between 10 and 20 pounds of body fat in as little as 12 weeks and lose 3 to 5 inches off their waist without using gimmicks, fads, starvation diets, or hours and hours of cardio every single day. And if when you get to the end of this video, you'd like a free copy of my Metabolic Meal Method report, which lays out the exact 6-step process that you ideally want to go through to build the perfect meal for fat loss, drop the comment metabolic below and I'll get that over to you as soon as I can. Now, what we have to remember when it comes to food and getting everything right, the last thing that we want to do is overcomplicate it or make things too difficult. So rather than being like, okay, well, I've got to make sure I've got exactly 30 grams of protein per meal and I've got to make sure that my carbs are no more than 50 grams. And we don't need to care about any of that because all that's going on is we're likely just not doing the things we need to do, but we just need to do better and improve in some way that will then help us get to our goal. And most of us, we're opting for convenience and things that maybe aren't serving where we're trying to go. I want to burn off the belly fat. I want to lose the excess weight. Well, often opting for convenience isn't going to help us do that. But what we can do to save us having to measure everything out, weigh everything out, and be precise with it, all we have to do is slow down and listen. Now, what do I mean by this? What I mean is we first literally have to slow down. Many of us are so busy that when it comes to mealtime, we're just ramming everything in and we've got this big plate of food that maybe isn't ideal for our goals. And then because we're in such a rush and we've got so many things to do, we just scoff the food down without any real thought around it. But what we don't understand is that often it takes around 20 minutes on average for our body to signal satiety. So this is regardless of how quickly we're eating, regardless of what we're eating, on average, it takes around 20 minutes. So if we can sit back or step back and give ourselves that 15 to 20 minute window to actually sit and enjoy our food, what we will likely find is we've now given the body a window of opportunity to recognize that it's satiated. Then with that, the body then goes, oh, I think I've had enough food now. It signals the brain and lets you know, so it decreases the chance of you overeating and then consuming too many calories that then keep you stuck overweight or keep you stuck gaining weight, when the goal is, of course, to lose weight and get rid of the gut. So that's the first thing. The first thing is we need to slow down. Now, the next thing is listen. Now, what do I mean by listen? Now, I don't necessarily mean listen with your ears. What I mean is listen to the signals that your body is giving you. Many of us, again, we're in such a hurry that we miss what the body is trying to tell us. And when it comes to listening, what we're looking to do is stop eating at the point where we're 80% full. Now, initially, that can feel a bit like, oh my God, that's not going to be enough. I need to feel full. But the catch is many of us, as I say, we overeat because we're rushing too much. So we end up feeling overfull. So what we want to do is now give ourselves the opportunity to recognize that, actually, I'm satiated by slowing down, but also by listening to the body. We're only going to eat until we're 80% full. So naturally now, by slowing down and listening and stopping at 80% full, I've automatically reduced my calorie intake, which is going to give me a better opportunity or potential for burning the fat that I'm trying to get rid of. And this obviously happens without me having to worry about weighing everything out, precisely measuring everything, taking up too much time in the kitchen, and essentially taking the joy out of the whole process of preparing food and eating food. So it's that simple. It's literally slow down, take 15 to 20 minutes to consume your meal, and then listen to your body or sense your body to the point where you're at 80% full and stop eating there. Then, of course, once you get around to your next meal, your lunch, for example, if you've just done that for breakfast, you do exactly the same thing. We slow down and we listen and we allow our body to tell us when we're full and also, when we're satiated and when we're at the point of 80% full. And that way, as I say, we get that natural calorie reduction without having to overly restrict things or feel like we're sacrificing or it's too much complication and too much work. And as I said, guys, if you want a free copy of my Metabolic Meal Method report, which will walk you through all of this stuff, plus the 2 other things that we ideally want to do less of, and 3 things that we do more of in relation to diet in order to build the perfect meal, drop the comment metabolic below and I will get that over to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, people, and I shall chat to you in my next video.